Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today I'm working on my Margarete Miller collage planner, and it's a weekly planner, and I am on number 8, so the 8th week. And today's assignment, the prompts are a person or people, a business card, anything related to the sea, a vegetable plant, a map, and the bonus is a charm. So I did pull out some charms from my stash. I had this sun that I thought was kind of cool. And then the rest were all kind of related, a nautical or something related to the sea. I had an anchor, I had a sailboat, and then this one right here had like a starfish, an octopus, and a turtle on it. So that they would also work, those few would work also for related to the sea. And then the other stuff that I grabbed real quick, and again, when I'm working on this collage planner, I go through and grab the first 1 or 2 things that meet the criteria for each of the prompts. I try not to think about it too much, and I'm also trying to use up stuff that's currently in my stash. I'm trying not to print anything new. I'm trying not to buy anything new, and so far I've accomplished that, so I'm happy with that. So again, that's how I'm kind of picking my items. So again, the first person is a person or people, and I had this digital image from a digital kit. It was like a 1920s themed like speakeasy kit. And so there were some people here, and there was also the beautiful lady up at top, so I could use something related to that if I wanted to. And then I also came across these 2 ladies who are kind of on the beach. It's a sea theme because I was looking at some other scrapbooking paper that I had that was related to the sea, but then I came across these 2 ladies for people. So I'm thinking that I'm probably going to go with these 2 ladies somehow. And let's see, the next one is a business card. So I did go through some business cards that I could easily glue down and not need for anything else. And we have a local furniture gallery, so I do have that business card. A while back, my husband ordered some sort of rock or agate from this company, and so I do have that business card, which is kind of cool with a little agate on the top of it. And then I also ordered a while ago some material online, and she sent this business card. So I have those 3 business cards to kind of play around and think about. Right now, I think I'm leaning towards this one or else this side of this one right here. So those would probably be the 2 that I would use. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the furniture one off to the side because chances are I won't use that one. So that was my business card, anything related to the sea. So I did have this scrapbooking pad that had come from Hobby Lobby, and I used part of it a long time ago in a journal. And so I still had some items in there that would work for this. So anything related to the sea. Here's kind of a cool picture of an octopus. This one's kind of a background piece with all sorts of stuff on it. There's a lobster and a seashell and a ship. And there's also a map on that one too. So that one fits actually a couple of the things that are on here. Also this one that I could cut out some of the items if I needed to, and then this one had the turtle on it too, so that would all be related to the sea. And the next one is a vegetable plant, and so I did have this carrot piece from a book that I had torn out. And the next one is a map, and I pulled out a map that came out of a Reader's Digest book. And then I also had some scrapbooking paper of maps. And again, the last thing was the charms that I talked about. And then also when I was grabbing paper from that one paper pad, this paper pad, I did just grab some random sheets in there in case I needed a little more color or something on here. And so again, I think for the people, I'm going to go with these ladies just because it seems like once I started pulling stuff, for the most part, it looks like I'm kind of going with a sea type theme. And so, so for sure we'll use these ladies. And let's see, the business card, I think for now, I'm just going to say I'll use this one. And I'll just set this one aside in case I change my mind. Business card, anything related to the sea. That one I'm not sure about. I have lots of good pieces there. Again, these ladies are on the sea, so I mean, technically that would work. But either I'll cut out, most likely I'll cut out one of these, or else I kind of like the octopus too for some reason. So I'll narrow it down to those, and then I'll leave this one off to the side just in case I want that. A vegetable plant, I only have one choice for that, so that one definitely gets put in. A map. And so here is my kind of 4 maps I had chosen, and I think I'll set that one aside for something else. So I'm down to these 3, and I don't really care for that one, so I'm going to set that one aside. So either I'm going to use this as one of my background pieces or this one. Just trying to see if I want to go with more of a vintage color or the blue. I think I'm going to go with a more vintage one, just because it seems like a nice contrast with this photo, or not photo, but image of the 2 ladies. So I'll set those other ones aside. So I think what I'm going to do next is, off camera, I'm going to go ahead and cut down this map or tear it a little bit just for my background, and I just got to decide if I want to do tearing or if I'm just going to cut it out. I'm also going to at least cut this image off a little bit, maybe right there, just to cut this down a little bit. I'm going to cut out the octopus, and I'll go ahead and cut out these so I can play around with them, and then I might cut out these carrots a little bit too. So I'm going to cut out some things, and then we'll try and lay out a few things onto the background. So I did cut everything down a little bit, and so I cut off the sides of this image. And also the map, what I did there is, as I was starting to trim it down a little bit, the bottom of it said like the world of it. And it had the 2 nice little globes, you know, like half of the, you know, the map of the world, the globe. And I thought it'd be fun to cut it because I just like the shape of the circle there. So I did cut that, thinking I could do something possibly with that. And I cut down the octopus. Still really liking this, so I think I'm going to use that for sure. And I cut out all of these little sea creatures and the seashell. And I cut the 2 carrots out. And I don't think I'm going to use this one right here. What I think I might end up doing is I might cut off this top of this carrot and then just glue this part with the leaves on it back on, just on that little part right there. It just looks a little funny or a little off to me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And if I still don't like it, I'll just use just the one part of the carrot. So I might, like I said, just glue that kind of like that somehow. And make that the top of my carrot. And then I did keep out just some of those extra scrapbooking pieces of paper just in case I want to do something for the layout. And then the only other thing I thought was, if I use a charm, I'll either use this sun somehow maybe at the top of my page, or I did like this little set right here that I had, and so I did put it on a little gourd pin or a bulb pin, and I was thinking I can make a tab and hang this off of the side of my layout somehow. So so now the part to kind of decide how to lay things out. So usually I like to start off with my bigger pieces. And lay them out somehow. So maybe start off with that. And I'd probably, if I'm going to do the tab thing, I'd probably glue that maybe underneath just to give it a little more stability. And then I would hang that on there after it's dried. If that's the route I'm going to go, unless I put the sun up there. And let's see, so I still need the business card. So maybe I'll put that there. So technically the charm would work for part of the C if that's what I wanted to do. But I really love the octopus. You know, when I look at all my options, that isn't bad. I still got to get the carrot in there somewhere. That little carrot that's kind of throwing me for a loop. It's just kind of a weird thing to add to the layout. Just trying to see if I need to just add some sort of color up here in the corner. Maybe. I have that one with the yellow, which I kind of like that. It kind of brings out that lady has yellow in her hat down there. Or I could go with that, and that matches kind of her, and it matches the fish. If I still wanted that. So that carrot's really bugging me, but I don't know that I have anything else in my stash that would work for a vegetable plant that's going to look any better on here. So, so that one's just so random. You know, I think I like these pieces, I think for sure. It's just these other little ones, just adding them in somehow. I like this basic layout, so for sure I'm going to go with that. It's just deciding. So if I were to add the octopus, I still would need the carrot somehow. Like I said, it's just so random. I wonder if I could just use just this part of the vegetable, but the plant. Probably not. I should probably. I really like that octopus, but I did like this layout, I think, slightly better with the carrot kind of sticking there. And then adding this in. Decisions. Just don't know if it needs anything else up at the top or not. If it needs something else up here. Or if I like maybe put a little bit of another color or something. Just to add a little more pop of color somewhere. I could move that up a little bit. And if I just did a strip of that, don't know if I'm just overthinking it. Maybe I should just call that good. I do like the sun up there, so I still feel like it's missing something up there, but but when I add something up there, it looks like it's just too much. So and I think the octopus is just a little too big if the carrot's gonna go there. So I think the fish is probably still the best the best of my options. You know, I could maybe do something different, but I like that. So, and I still kind of want to hang the tag on off of the side, the tab on the side with the charm on it. I kind of like that. So, but like I said, I still like this up here. So I think I'm going to do both. And so I think I have everything. I have people. I have my business card related to the sea, the images from the sea, the fishes from the sea, the charms can count from the sea, a vegetable plant, the carrot, the map, and the bonus is a charm. So I have that, and of course that for the charm. So I have everything. So I'm just not going to overthink it anymore. I'm going to glue all of this down, and then I will be right back to show you what it looks like. So again, I went ahead and glued down everything we talked about, and I did end up sewing on the tab here on the side just to give it a little more stability once I hung the charm from it. I did also glue that sun charm up in the top corner. I like how that looks. And the only other thing that I decided to do is I added this Choose Joy rubber stamp, because as I had glued everything down, I still felt like I was missing something else up in the corner. And this is a Stampability stamp, and it came from Hobby Lobby. So I did go ahead and stamp that. For the most part, I do like the layout, and I'm going to call it good. So again, I think I have everything included on here. I have my person or people, my business card, anything related to the sea, the images related to the sea, the fishes to the sea, the charms here are related to the sea, a vegetable plant, which is the carrot. That's probably, like I said, the only thing I really didn't care for on this whole layout. The map, and my bonus was the charms. So it looks like I did everything. So again, thank you everybody so much for watching. And hopefully I will see you all back here again next week for week number 9. Until then, have a wonderful day and happy crafting.